Acha, I hope you remember that potential energy between two charged particles U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. What was the definition of potential energy? The definition was it is the amount of work done to bring the two charges from infinity to present separation. Suppose the two charges were at infinite separation. Now those two charges are brought to the present separation. So total work done equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r. This is the potential energy. Now we want to calculate electrostatic self potential energy. It is a very important concept related to joint. Suppose I have a system. There are n number of charges within the system. So previously in this system there were no charges. Now all the charges are brought from infinity to the present position one by one. So total work done by all the charges is called electrostatic self potential energy. W1, work done to bring the first charge. It should be 0 because when there were no charges, we are bringing the first charge from infinity to this position. So there were no force field on which charge q1 is moved. So work done equal to 0. Now W2, this is the work done to bring the second charge. So when we are bringing the second charge, the second charge is coming within the field of the first charge. So potential energy will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r12. R12 is the distance between the two charges 1 and 2. Now work done to bring the third charge. Now when we are bringing the third charge, there will be field present due to q1 and q2. So this is the superposition principle. So total work done will be q1 q3 by r13, q2 q3 by r23. Similarly, work done in bringing the fourth charge. So fourth charge will be brought within the field of q1, q2 and q3. So these are the potential energies. Similarly, due to when the nth charge, for the nth charge, work done will be q1 qn by r1n, q2 qn by r2n, qn minus 1 qn by rn minus 1 rn. So total energy will be how much, or total work done? This total work done will be sum of all these work done. So in short we can write, forget about this half term, I will discuss about this half term later. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation I equal to 1 to n, j equal to 1 to n, I not equal to j, because there is no term like 1 1 2 2 3 3, because a force cannot, a charge cannot provide force to itself. qi qj by rij. Here we require double summation because there are two terms, there are two indices in every term. Now let's talk about this equation. Look, if a system has four charges q1 q2 q3 q4, then this thing would look like I equal to 1 to 4, j equal to 1 to 4, I not equal to j. So how to solve this problem? Suppose first I equal to 1, then j must be 2 3 4. J equal to 1 is neglected since I not equal to j. Now I becomes 2, then j will be 1 3 4, I equal to 3, j will be 1 2 4. Now all the possible combinations are written here. 1 2 1 3 1 4, 2 1 2 3 2 4, 2 3 1 3 2 3 4, 4 1 4 2 4 3. Look, I have written all the possible combination. We can see that 1 2 2 1, 2 3 3 2, 3 4 4 3, 4 1 1 4. All the terms are taken twice in this notation. So we have put a half term to take care of all those double term. I have put half term in front of the self potential. This is the self potential energy of a system of charged particles. Now we are going to look at its application. to find self potential energy of a uniformly charged solid conducting sphere. Now this is a uniformly charged solid conducting sphere. We know that when we are talking about solid conductor, charge will resides on the outer surface of the conductor only. No charge will be inside the element. Suppose total charge is Q naught, total charge, and radius is R. Let Q be the charge on the conductor, be the charge on the conductor at any instant. Therefore, potential on of the surface is how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Now, work done to bring further charge dq from infinity to the surface. dw equal to how much? V dq is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q dq by r. Now here we have got a this problem is easy because in this problem r is constant, because we are keeping the charge only on the surface, because within the conductor charge cannot exist. So r is constant. Therefore total work done in bringing all the charges, how much? Total work done is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r integration q dq, and limit of q will be from 0 to q naught. So if I calculate this integration and put the limit, I will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught square by 2r. This is the self potential energy of a charged, uniformly charged solid conducting sphere. This is the self potential energy, total work done. Here you remember another important result. I will not derive it, just remember, if I have a uniformly distributed charge over a solid sphere, self potential energy due to uniformly charged solid sphere here I have not mentioned about conducting sphere. This is a just uniformly charged solid sphere, means the charge will be distributed throughout its volume. Total charge is q and radius is r. Here self potential energy will be, it's very easy to remember, in the previous problem the factor was half. Here the factor will be 3 by 5. It will be 3 by 5 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by r. This is the self potential energy due to uniformly charged solid sphere. Now let's do a sum related to these problems. Suppose I have got two conducting charge sphere. Suppose this radius is r1 and this radius is r2. Here total charge is q1 and this is q2. Both are conductors.